Just doing my cool down. So today, today's a travel day, and so is tomorrow, so is Saturday, and so is Sunday. I'm just doing a short ride. Well, I've just finished a short session of just zone 2, just a bit of endurance for an hour. Rode late last night. We did the track session down the Pembury closed road circuit. We did plenty of skills and drills. We had like a little circuit going, so we'd have like a dead turn on one corner. Kind of handy really with the tour series tomorrow night, so I'll be a little bit used to going around sharp corners with people as opposed to just riding on open roads. But we did lots of stuff. Like Ollie took the session, like I said, like lots of drills. There was like a handicap race at the end, which allowed me to have a bit of a blowout. Like I could do a bit of an effort to catch the handicap groups. It started like nearly a full lap in front of me, but it's all good fun really. It's like a way of trying to get people in a closed environment so they don't feel like you know, claustrophobic with cars and stuff on the road. So it's a really good way of just getting people fitter and having fun at the same time. So that was the first time I've been down there for a while and done the session. So really good session. Even I get something out of it, like, because I was talking to a few people afterwards, and they're like, you know, you're not going hard in these sessions apart from the individual efforts. So where exactly are you getting the benefit from? And I was like, well, I'm actually getting the benefit from like big picture, and I can use those rides as add-on rides. So I know it's a different kind of thing, but when you get to a certain fitness level, you can use certain sessions to your advantage. So for me, I was using that one last night as like a, you know, I'll have a meal before it, I'll ride, I won't consume any food during the ride, and it was like a 2.5 hour session. And then I'll come home and I'll just have like a small meal. It'll be a rounded meal, but it'll just be a small meal nonetheless. And then, you know, obviously fast overnight and just, you know, normal day to day again, normal eating. So it's a way of like me kind of using that session as like a fat burning session, or just a general session, just to give me extra kind of TSS and extra workload for the day. It's all calories burned at the end of the day, and it's all, you know, good for you. Because last night I hit like my best, that's got to be like the best max power. It's definitely the best max power I've hit, but like in terms of 5 seconds, I was over 1,000 watts for 5 seconds, but my max was like 1177, I think, which like I've never been close to like 1200 in 3 years maybe, and I haven't really done anything different. Like I've not eaten differently, I've not trained differently. Well, the only thing I have done differently is like, ironically, I've been on the turbo a lot over the winter, obviously, and doing like, maybe not so much sprints, but obviously lots of like surges and attacking and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe Zwift, maybe riding the turbo has actually increased that, because I can't really think of anything else that's done that apart from overall strength and just obviously growing old. But it's obviously good. I'm happy with that, very happy with it. But like today, I'm getting a train up to Cardiff, and then so I'm not going to this will be it today, like an hour up to zone 2 and zone 3, just enough to, like I say, burn some calories, keep the legs going. And then tomorrow is like, it's important because tomorrow morning I'm probably going to go for another ride, like a 90-minute ride. I'm going to throw in some effort, so the ride won't be like, it'll generally be like zone 1, zone 2, but there'll be some opening efforts. And then tomorrow night will be a warm-up, specific warm-up for the crit. And then I'm going to be doing the crit itself. Now obviously it depends how long I last in the crit. Hopefully I last the whole hour, but you know, even that will just be like, you know, that'll be a 2.5 hour, possibly 3 hour day when you factor in the warm up. So, you know, it's not we don't just do the crits. You know, there's an awful lot as well that goes around it. So, hopefully, I'll get to show you a bit of that. But this is why you've got to be careful, like to tell you a bit of a story, a bit of background to this. When I first did the tour series, and I'm not doing all of them this year, but when I first did them, which was actually the first year I was on what was then Laverack on the GLT, and I did like I think there was like 11 rounds that year, and I did like 10 of the 11, and I learned so much because I was basically on the road. You know, we travelled to each of them, and they were like Tuesday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, or whatever they were. Sometimes they were 2 weeks, sometimes they were 3 weeks. And being on the road with like Ed Clancy and like Christian House and Felix English, James McCallum, you know, all these names people have heard of. You know, Graham Briggs, who came into the team later on. The more older, the senior guys that I was around at the tour series, and like recovery and rest and the travel and just being on the road constantly for all that time, like, really takes a toll on you. And like, I've learned a lot from that to take with me elsewhere. But you know, it just wears you down, really wears you down, because you finish the crit at like 9 PM, 9:30. By the time you packed up and washed down and drive home, which for me tomorrow night is going to be like 2 hour drive, I won't be home till like 11:30 at the earliest, I reckon. So, you know, it's going to be a late one, but it's still all good fun.